Hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are joining us from around the world. My name is Crystal Almeida. I'm the CEO and founder of this incredible community called the Mom Link, joining you here today for the second time because we are pretty pumped and we don't want you to miss out on something happening tomorrow in the Mom Link community. We are having usually have a masterclass every other Tuesday in the Mom Link Women Supporting Women in Business community. But tomorrow we're doing things a little bit different. We are doing workshop style how to create a lead generating funnel in less than 20 minutes. You heard me right. We are not delivering this to you masterclass style. You're not just going to show up and hear and soak up all of the good information. TC, the ambassador of the Mom Link, is actually coming in workshop style and putting you to work. You are going to be doing the clicking at the same time. You're going to be bringing in your assets, bringing in your ideal client avatar, and TC is going to walk you through step by step. And somebody, hand over hand, the lucky guest, the one lucky guest, will be hand over hand building a funnel in 20 minutes tomorrow, literally leaving this workshop with your own funnel. I'm so excited. Make sure that you do not miss this. TC, let's jump into this conversation about creating a lead generating funnel in 20 minutes or less. TC, okay, first of all, why 20 minutes? Is it exactly 20 minutes? Do you think this is like actually possible to create a funnel in 20 minutes?
Anything is possible. So here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. You get a picture of what you need to be done in 20 minutes. However, because we're going to be using real time, real life, obviously I can do it in like 20 minutes or even less, right? As long as I have all that I need. But you might not be able to do it. So just so we're clear, right? So the idea is to get you all that you need, put in all of these things together in 20 minutes. But because it's a workshops and we're going to be doing like workshop style where you literally will be the one doing the work, right? When I just say, okay, do this, do that, do this, right? It could take like maybe like 30, 40 minutes thereabout for you. So now some people can actually take like hours, right? But because you would be doing it with me and I'm going to be showing you how to do it, yeah, that's just it. I'm just being honest with you. To be
I
honest.
love it. It's so true. So, when TC, it's so true though. When you say creating a funnel in less than 20 minutes, that's like saying creating your kid's birthday party in 20 minutes or less. Can you put it together in 20 minutes or less? As a mom, I can, but what do I need ready to go?
On paper, Krista, you can put on paper.
Well, think about it. It's just like, putting together your kid's birthday party, let's say, if you celebrate birthdays. You can put it together in 20 minutes or less, but what do you have to have? Your Amazon order already at the door with your plates and your cups and your napkins and the balloons. The balloons already have to be filled. So you can't come to this workshop with all of the little pieces that you actually need to build your lead generating funnel. So I like that you gave that clarification, TC. So for you, if anybody who is listening right now, or if you are watching this replay and you are intending on attending tomorrow's workshop, make sure you come prepared so you can really maximize your time and be able to build that funnel with TC. But you need to bring some of these key elements to the workshop. So tell us, TC, what are the 3 things to make tomorrow a possibility for others to build that funnel in 20 minutes or less? What do they need to bring with them?
Well, if you want to participate, really, you want to come with like the preferred tool. I would say the Mumbling system because that's what we're going to be using. If you don't already plugged in into one, you can always, you can always find out how to get that. You should have your tool, which I just mentioned. You should come with your lead magnet. You should also have your email campaign ready. If you don't, I can help you. I can tell you how you can get that. You should also have, all figured out your ideal client avatar, so we are able to position all that we need to get across to them. Because remember, your lead generation funnel, the goal behind your lead generation funnel is to attract quality leads. That's the goal behind your lead generation funnel. So it's you finding out, hey, how can I get this lead from one space to another, right? Get these leads from wherever you're getting them from, and then putting it into your funnel, and then you're able to nurture them and all of that. So you want to come with your ideal client avatar. You want to come with the platform, get yourself already informations like your social media, your traffic generator. I don't want to be very specific on what traffic generator you're using. So whatever traffic generator you would love to use to attract your leads, get that all ready, get your ideal client avatar ready, get your lead magnets ready, get your, I already mentioned the tool, get your follow up campaign ready. Yeah, and whatever you don't have ready, that's okay. I'm also going to let you know how to do it, because it's basically a learning space for you. Now, if you don't know, come as yourself. Okay, now I actually want you to come as yourself if you don't know, because I think I love working with people that don't know, because you are liable to ask me all of the questions, and I need you to ask those questions. So come with all of your questions, come with your notepad, come with your pen. Yeah, so just come prepared and come with the right mindset to learn, right? That's very important for me.
So you said something to come with their, where do they already generate traffic? Like, how are they generating traffic into the lead funnel, into this lead generating funnel, right? And so when you say that, TC, I love that. I love to break things down, because as new entrepreneurs, if you're new in business, even if you're not, even if you're a seasoned entrepreneur, um, maybe you're not really recognizing how you are generating that traffic, how you're getting that traffic to your lead generating funnel, right? And I think we can really simplify it and say how you're generating traffic can be so diverse, and it's not something like this special business term. It can be as simple as doing a live. It can be as simple as using social media platforms to really get that attention and your prospects to click that funnel link, right, TC? Is there any other things? Yeah, go ahead, TC.
Very true. Very true. You're right. Is there any other process you wanted to ask?
Yeah, and I think sometimes as business owners or as entrepreneurs, we get stuck on the terminologies of things, and we think it's like something very techy and special, but it's actually very simplistic. So when you think about driving traffic to your lead generating funnel, which is your sales process, it can be something as getting on an audio platform, having conversation, having a call to action in whatever that it is that you're doing. So if you're on an audio platform and you're telling people, go click the link in my profile for more information, well, that link in your profile is going to be your lead generating funnel. But how do you get people to that funnel? How do you get them to click? And it can be so simple as a social media post, doing a live, having a live conversation, doing a live just like this. And we've got the link to this free workshop in the Mom Link community for you to join and to sign up right now. That's how we're bringing our audience to click the link to get them into this workshop style. So I just wanted to clarify that for anybody who's thinking like, oh, I don't know, I have no traffic generating. No, everybody has a traffic generating tool that they use.
Okay, so sorry, yeah, right. If you're watching this, I'm not laughing at you. I'm just smiling at myself, because I remember talking about, oh, where you have the eyeballs. And when I said eyeballs, someone like literally started, like she almost wanted to fall, and she's like, TC, do you know I almost fell off my chair? And I'm like, why? And she's like, the way you said the eyeballs. And I said, no, 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 no. What I'm saying is, so where you get those eyeballs staring at your offer, staring at your business, staring at your brand, now that's your traffic generator. Where you have, people loving up on you, people looking at you, even if they're not liking or commenting, but they can see because once you click on it, you're able to see that 16 people viewed, or one person viewed. Now that's an eyeball, right? So wherever you get such an eyeball, right? Eyeball. Okay, now now that's the traffic generator. So come with it, because I want to show you how you can integrate all of it. Remember, your lead generation funnel is a process. So I'm going to show you how to integrate all of these pieces to get you from one stage to another, building that funnel that works. Okay.
I love that, TC. And when we talk about traffic, something big in funnel creation is the same thing I would say is a huge priority in having an effective lead generating funnel is actually your measurement tools. Are you actually measuring the effectiveness of your funnel? And I think, TC, you're going to touch upon this in the workshop. And I think this is something very important. I think sometimes we don't prioritize checking in on our analytics. And so I'm going to say the same thing. Take a look at where you are getting most of your traffic. Check the analytics. Find out, are the people who are watching, are more of your potential clients, your followers, are they watching your stories? Like, what are they most interested in? What platform are you getting the most traffic on? You should know that answer for your business. And I think the same thing applies for funnels, TC. Let's talk a little bit about, how do you measure the success of a funnel? Of course, if people purchased your program, your offer, your service, or whatever, but it's beyond that. And there are tools within the system that you are using to build your funnel that you can take a look at to measure the success and to measure the health of your funnel. So, TC, let's talk a little bit about the measurement of that funnel, and how can people, what should they be looking at besides just how many people purchased? What other type of measurement tools or analytics do you look at?
Okay, so this is not like one straight path, right? Because your lead generation funnel, since we're being exact, so there are different funnels, and for every of this funnel, there are different KPIs, right? To leveraging. So your KPI is your key performance indicator, meaning
Okay, wait,
what
wait,
do
wait.
I?
Pause there. You said KPI. Say that
Yes.
again. So, what is KPI?
So your KPI is your key performance indicator. So now these indicators are basically what you look out for to say to yourself, okay, I think this strategy is successful, or I think this funnel is making sense, or I think, okay, I think I'm seeing the ROI. Like that's your return, um, you know, of investment, right? That's your ROI. So you're able to tell yourself with all of these things, because it gives you figures, it gives you informed data, right, to work with. So that's your KPI. What you look out for, what you're able to track and measure to say, okay, you know what, this is successful. Now, going back to what I was saying, right, Krista, can I go back? We're good at
Yeah.
KPIs, right? Good. So now you want to have those key performance indicators at the different stages of your funnel, because remember, your funnel, your ideal lead generation funnel is in stages, right? Now, for every stage comes its own KPI. So, for example, the
Mm.
awareness stage, which basically where your traffic generator comes into place. That's where you get like the eyeballs, the traffic generation, and people trying to find out, who was she about? What does she have going on? They want to find out more about you. Now, with that, you can leverage either. There's so many traffic generators you can leverage. You could do like social media, you could do your blog post, you could do, different things. Now, you want to be very intentional with your insights, your analytics. Now, if you have a three in one, a hundred in one, an all in one, system that gives you the advantage to have all of these platforms like the traffic generators, your your nurturing tool, all of these things that you need, like the compartment you need for your lead generation tool, then it becomes easier for you to audit your analytics, for you to audit your insights to find out, like for Instagram, for example, you call it your insights, right? Now you want to go back, right? Because that's your awareness stage. So imagine if you're using your Instagram as a traffic generator, right? Now we want to find out your KPIs to find out, okay, you know what? Is this a good source of traffic? Is this a good source of awareness? Is this a good source of eyeballs to my offer or to my funnel? Right? Now, for you to be able to determine, because sometimes not every tool, like I can use a certain tool, somebody in my industry might use the same tool and it's not working for them. And also you might have three tools, right? You might have three traffic generators, but you see, two might just be for credibility. The other might actually be converting you with those leads. But how do you know? Through your KPIs. Now, where you would you find that you want to leverage your insight? Now, I wouldn't call likes as a, yeah, it's a vain metrics, right? Your likes, your comments are vain metrics, but you want to be very intentional, right, with your views, your reach, your clicks. That's your website tabs. So your website tabs on Instagram, for example, is where you're going to integrate, right, the next stage of your funnel. Now you want to find out how many people are tapping, at what time are they tapping. If they tap, when they tap, what happens next? Do they just tap and leave, or they tap open and then take action? Now, all of this is basically what you need to break down, and that's why you need to have all of these stages with your analytics all in check. Okay, now I hope this is not getting too technical.
No, no, this is great, TC. And you actually just made me think about something else. So I think sometimes I see this in entrepreneurship all the time where people like abandon cart, not your customer abandoning cart on your website, but you abandoning cart on your own product, service, event, or whatever it is that you're selling. It's true, TC. I see this and they're like, that wasn't working. Nobody wanted to buy what I was buying. My industry's so saturated, nobody wants to purchase. I hear all of these, and I don't want to call them excuses, but they're not excuses, but they're these things that I think we need to demythify, because when we talk about traffic and when we talk about our funnel and we wonder why is our traffic from our social media platforms, for example, not heading over to that funnel, why are they not clicking, why are they not purchasing? I had 300 500 people watch my stories today. And something I see as a repeated mistake, and two things I want to talk about now is one, if you have a funnel, a lead generating funnel, and all you do is paste the link in your bio, but every time you go live or every time you show up on your stories, or all of your posts have nothing to do with whatever it is that's on that funnel, then it's not the funnel that's the problem. Then maybe right?
It's you. It's you
It's
being the
you.
problem.
Exactly. And so it was Mark Cuban, from everybody. I hope you know who Mark Cuban is, from Shark Tank. I'm a Shark Tank avid watcher.
That's your favorite show.
It is. It is. And he said something, he put something out on Threads and said, to all marketers, make sure before you launch something, and it's like I could hear his voice about funnels, right? We're really quick. Let's create a funnel, let's launch it, and the link is there. But now you're not promoting it, you're not talking about it. And if you do, then are you ready to actually sell what you're selling? Are you equipped? Are you prepared? So I think oftentimes I see this mistake happening in entrepreneurship, where you can build that funnel, but then you have seven different things going on your business and you're selling seven different things, but your funnel is just for one of those things. So I encourage you sometimes, and TC, let me know, because you're the expert in this field in regards to sales strategies and funnels. But when you launch that funnel, should everything that you do on all your social media platforms just be talking about what you're asking them to do in that funnel?
Well, if you really want to sell and you want your funnel to work, yes.
That's a good answer. Do you want sales? Do you want your funnel to work? Then yes, that's all you should be talking about. So TC, let's talk about, okay, so I have another question. Let's talk about somebody who's selling six different things at the same time. They have a product, they have a one-on-one coaching service, they have a group coaching, they have a retreat starting in the fall, and then I don't know. Okay, those are the four things. But their funnel is just for the group coaching that's happening in the fall? Should they have a link tree link with six different links? Should they just have the one funnel link to one thing? Like, this is where I see a lot of the disconnect with people's success. What do you say about that?
So, like I said, the goal behind your funnel, right? Your sales funnel is to make sales. Whether you are going from your lead generation funnel, which the goal for that is your leads, or you're going through your CRM funnel, which the goal for that is to convert the sales and help you get your customers retained. Now there are other types of funnels. However, at the end of the day, it still boils down to sales. Now let me explain something, right? You're watching this, you need to understand that your funnel is in the power of one. Now, so the idea behind you optimizing your funnel obviously is when once your target market or your target audience get to a certain stage, that's the decision stage of your funnel, right? You want to give them an opportunity to see clearly. Now, don't confuse them. Your funnel is meant to make like literally open their eye to what they need to see. Now, if they have so many options all on their face, now imagine let's do this. So you know Walmart, for example, right? And you have that big store, and then you go there. Plus, for somebody like me, obviously, even if I have a list and I go there, I'm liable to just overspend. Now, two things is either I overspend or I get confused and I go back home with nothing. But yes, I just did window shopping. Okay. But literally, I just did absolutely nothing because now I'm confused. However, if there is another store, right, that has just the kids thing, the children's things, right, and I'm like, you know what? All I want to do is buy things for the children for school, or for example, right, and there's this store that has just the children's things for school. You know who I'm literally going to go for? It's that particular store. You know why? Because I am, once I get in there, I'm focused, right? They are helping me make a decision. Now when I get in there, I know I'm just buying and purchasing things for the children's school. Right now, think about it. I know that's where my focus is. Now, same thing goes with you having all of these links. Now, my recommendation, okay, is that once you are thinking, or maybe you are building a launch funnel, which obviously would have in place your lead generation funnel, think about the power of one. Why? Because you want to influence these people into making a decision. You want to help them to take action. And when for you to do that, you don't want to get these people more confused than they already are, right? So to answer Krista's question,
The
just
power
use one.
of one. I love that answer, TC. The power of one. I see this way too often. Do not try and sell people six different things on your funnel. Do not try and like offer up six different services, products, and you just confuse people. And then they end up with checking out with zero. The other thing that TC, the example you just used was fire. So if you have six different things happening and six different things that you sell in your business, and you're like, well, I don't want to just talk about one. How about this? How about you identify, do what TC just said and what Walmart does and what all of the sales industry does? When is the time and the season in the year for that one offer, for that one product or service? So think about it. When TC just used the example of back to school, parents are in back to school mode, right? Back to school. Okay, your product or service has nothing to do with back to school supplies. I get it. Mine doesn't either, but maybe you can leverage that time of period of the year, that season. What does it mean to go back to school? Parents and entrepreneurs and other people have more time on their hands to take up your one-on-one coaching opportunity. So maybe that is how you build your funnel around that time and season. Maybe that's how you build your messaging. I don't know, TC, what are your thoughts? I just thought about that when you were talking.
Yeah, no, you're correct. But I something just came to mind. Sometimes I think sometimes people would also ask that, okay, TC, what if I have like other offers and other products? Now, one way to optimize and get your funnel working for you is by leveraging what I call offer diversification. Now, here's the trick.
Offer, say that again. What did you say?
Offer diversification. Offer
Diversification.
diversification, right? So here's the trick to that. The trick is you are diversifying one service or one product, right, in different ways. So are you making it available in different ways for the different set of people in your funnel at the different stage that they are in? Remember, there are different stages, but you are see the goal is one goal. However, you are creating different stages. Now, I know some people would say, "What if I have?" Now, what you want to do is bring up all of these things that serve the same purpose, but in different ways. Because if I'm in one stage in your funnel, for example, and I'm like, your goal obviously to sell me to your coaching program, right? And for some reason, I'm not able to maybe buy your coaching program for now because I'm still trying to get to know you and see if you're going to give me the coaching that I need, or you're not just that kind of person, right? Now, what you want to do, and you want them to still buy. If you're a service provider, how about you find a way of maybe monetizing your webinars, monetizing your masterclass, monetizing your workshop, but it's a low tier to your high ticket, which is your coaching program, right? Now, even if they don't want the webinar, the workshop, or the masterclass, you can have a training course somewhere and maybe like low tier as well, right? That would take them into that same space. However, it's still the same goal because see, what I want is what I want, right? Now, what you want to do is focus on the goal, which obviously, maybe for example, you want to show me how I can maybe lose maybe like 200 kg in like 10 days. I don't know how that's possible, but some people can do that. So 200 kg in like 10 days, and you're able to do that for me, but that's your high ticket. That's what the funnel is meant for. However, what if I can't pay for the 10 days program because maybe you're charging 10,000, for example, right? But I still want the 10 days magic. Now you want to make available, because I know these are certain questions some people ask. You want to make available a low tier or a mid tier that would still give me that opportunity, like, hey, do it yourself, right? You want to get this sale, but at least you can do it yourself, right? So take this guy, or take this training course, or take this workshop. Now, I'm sure that that's what you are asking about. However, know that it is in the power of one, right? You're focusing on just one goal. Don't go selling 10 days weight loss gain, and then you sell meal plan something, and you sell all this. Like, seriously, what exactly do you want to sell? Tell me what you want to
Yes,
sell,
I love
right?
it. And so, just to clarify, so TC, I love the way you just broke that down. You need to diversify your funnel for different demographics that are going to be coming onto your funnel, right? So maybe you have a group of people who are interested but can't afford your high ticket offer. So you're going to create different offers that all have to do with the same thing. So, like TC said, you're not going to offer one-on-one coaching, which is your high ticket, but the first part of your funnel is offering cookies. Like you can't, they can't be totally different. They all have to be similar. So it's kind of like, okay, you like that, now add this to cart, because they all go together. They complement each other. They are complementary um, together in your funnel. The other thing, when you talked about diversification in the funnel, I also think a funnel needs to cater to all types of individuals on how they read and receive information differently. Some people receive information really well through video format and a message directly from you, the CEO, the owner. Then some people purchase because they heard testimonials from other individuals, whether they were written or video format. For me personally, I tend to think any type of teacher, any type of learning style, because going through a funnel is like going through a learning curriculum. You need to have your visual, your audio, you need to hit all of those points, and you need to diversify the way people receive information. And so when you land on a funnel, most of the time you do see this happen, right? You see the written text, you see the video, you see testimonials. There may be a little engagement piece. And that's something that maybe TC, we can talk about in the future. I'd love to talk about gamifying funnels and how that is actually a very smart tool that some of us are purchasing, and there's purchase power in gamifying your funnel and the sales process for the user experience. So we'll leave that conversation for another day. But I love the way we were talking about really diversifying your funnel. One product, ladies and gentlemen, listen to this. If you want your high ticket offer to get that purchase power for people to get their eyeballs, like TC said, on that one product, then you need to be talking about one product at a time. Don't confuse your audience. Anyways, we talked about so much today,
And don't
TC.
confuse yourself.
Don't
Sometimes
confuse.
we think we're confusing them, but you're actually confusing yourself. So,
It's so true. So true. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed this conversation. For those of you who are watching, tuning in, catching the replay, I know this was valuable information. So I cannot wait for tomorrow. TC is going to pick one of the attendees for the workshop tomorrow to be the example, to do the hand over hand funnel creation, lead generating funnel creation tomorrow in this workshop with TC. You do not want to miss. If you're a current member of the Mom Link, you know how it rolls every Tuesday, 11 a.m. EST. You can join us for Mom Link education, resources, tools, support, networking, and tomorrow will be TC O'Care's workshop on creating a lead generating funnel in 20 minutes. There is a link scrolling across the bottom. That is your link. That is your free ticket. If you are not a member of the Mom Link, TC is giving you a special invite to tomorrow's workshop. So make sure you click on that link or reach out to myself or TC tomorrow before 11 a.m. EST, and we'll be sure to get you access to this Zoom workshop tomorrow. TC, any last thoughts? Anything before we jump off here?
stay excited.
Sorry?
Stay excited, and yeah, stay excited because it's going to be fun. So just come prepared, excited, and very open-minded, right? That's
Yes.
very important.
Stay excited, stay open-minded, come prepared. And then the last thing, my personal advice, don't get intimidated. Don't get intimidated by this mouthful lead generating funnel concept. It really is not intimidating. It's so easy when you learn these types of things, and it's in your best interest to really understand how a funnel works, even if you have the finances and the cash flow in your business to pay this out to other people who can produce a great funnel for you. It's so important as a business owner and as an entrepreneur to understand the strategy behind your own sales process. Join us tomorrow. The power of one. You'll learn all about lead generating funnels tomorrow. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow. Get in our back channels for that free link. Thank you, TC. As always, our automation